The United States seized the oil tanker Skipper off the coast of Venezuela on December 10, 2025, in a major escalation of its maximum pressure campaign against President Nicolas Maduro's government. The operation, conducted under U.S. law enforcement authority, has been hailed as a victory by U.S. officials but condemned by Venezuela as an act of international piracy. The seizure operation execution. The seizure was a joint operation led by the U.S. Coast Guard, with support from the Navy, FBI, and Homeland Security. Video footage posted by U.S. Attorney General Pam Bondi showed armed forces fast roping from a helicopter onto the moving vessel's deck from the aircraft carrier USS Gerald R. Ford, which had been deployed to the region in November. Legal basis. U.S. Attorney General Bondi stated that the tanker has been sanctioned for multiple years due to its involvement in an illicit oil shipping network supporting foreign terrorist organizations. The vessel was previously sanctioned in 2022 under its former name, the Odessa, for its alleged ties to Iran's Revolutionary Guard and Lebanon's Hezbollah militant group. Cargo and destination. The Skipper, a very large crude carrier, VLCC, with a capacity of approximately 2 million barrels, departed Venezuela's main oil port of Jose around December 2. U.S. officials believe it was bound for Cuba, with roughly half the oil belonging to a Cuban state-run importer. President Trump suggested the U.S. would keep the seized oil, potentially selling the cargo as it has done with previously seized Iranian oil shipments. Reactions and broader context. Venezuela's response. Venezuela's government issued a strong statement calling the seizure a blatant theft and an act of piracy, asserting that the U.S. actions have always been about seizing Venezuela's natural resources. President Maduro did not address the seizure publicly on Wednesday, but has previously called on citizens to enlist in a militia to defend the country against U.S. threats. Pressure campaign. The incident is the latest move in the Trump administration's escalating pressure campaign against Maduro, whom the U.S. has charged with narcoterrorism. Since September, the U.S. has maintained a significant military presence in the Caribbean, conducting over 20 strikes on alleged drug smuggling vessels and killing more than 80 people. Market impact. The seizure of the large crude carrier added a geopolitical floor to oil prices, which rose following the news. The action is expected to make other shippers more reluctant to transport Venezuelan crude, which is often sold at steep discounts to China through intermediaries to circumvent sanctions. The escalating tensions have also coincided with Venezuelan opposition leader Maria Corina Machado being awarded the Nobel Peace Prize, adding a political dimension to the ongoing conflict.